Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Play Slay the Spire Daily Climb Time. We did yesterday. I like it. Climb time. Daily climb time. It's like prime time. Do you get it? Do you understand? Okay, so it only rolled over 21 minutes ago. Lots of victories. If we were looking at the percentage of victories, you gotta be saying like at least 7 or 8 out of the 17 on the leaderboard right now that aren't at 0 are wins. Usually it's a pretty good chance. We start with 5 colorless cards. It depends on what kind of cards they are. They could be amazing. Certain Future is usually bad, but it also... I mean, if there's a huge skill gap in choosing a path, this might be good for me. And Vintage is extremely strong. No Mind Blast, which I'm just going to be honest with you, I'm happy to see. Because it means that this run should be a little bit more interesting than just buying a Mind Blast or getting one right off the bat and then upgrading it as much as possible. Which is 1 time in order to make it an 8. I can't kill you. I can't kill you. So instead, I'm going to defend. I'm looking forward to it. You know, we have had 1 defect daily since we figured out how to play this guy at all. I would like you to exhaust yourself, thank you. I don't really like Purity, but it is good if we get bad cards in our deck, maybe from the enemy that we're fighting, for example. Oh, you gotta click on the taskbar once per run. Gonna do that. Secret Technique, there's nothing in my draw pile. Okay, we'll play one of these, Transmute. Get another Secret Technique, not really fitting. And we'll drop a little Strike on you, you're good to go. Kunai, fantastic relic. If we can, you know, I'd like to, and I don't think this is unfair. Every single time we've played as the defect on a daily, almost without fail, we've gone for a power synergy. We don't need to exhaust Zap, but we'll just exhaust Purity itself to try to get the panache, I guess, which obviously we didn't. But we might actually we should on this turn. Again, no skills in my draw pile. Makes me very upset. We didn't because we couldn't play Secret Technique. Fair enough. Okay, 3 attacks, please. We did get 3 attacks. Not looking bad on HP. What I was going to say is I'd like to approach this from the perspective of not necessarily saying we won't go for a power synergy, but focusing on... Okay, no more shops on this floor. That means I'll take Rip and Tear. Focusing on maybe more of an attack build, which I honestly think right now is a more fun way to play the character. Try to get an all-for-one, a bunch of zero-cost cards. It's a little bit repeatable, I guess. You know, it's not inconsistent for sure. I mean, it's some of the most successful runs I've ever had. We might as well play it, I guess. There's no reason not to. Some of the most successful Ascension mode runs I've ever had, full stop. We don't even need to talk about the fact that it's with a character I'm normally garbage with. Bird-Faced Urn. It doesn't make powers insanely good, but it does make them better. But that's kind of like, you know, the ability to get some colorless cards in our hand with Transmutation kind of makes up for that. So we're taking 12 damage. I'm not going to use Purity yet. I will take this. Okay, we get a random common card in our hand and we're healed up. I'll get Purity out of here because these guys don't do that much. We're going to be weak and things are going to be a little scary, but definitely dual cast is good. Because it does the damage without proccing the... let's go. Without proccing the block that they normally have. We might as well transmute. We're already not taking damage. We'll play this for no reason, and we got 7 blocks set up regardless. So don't need to hit you too hard. So far, so good. Bag of Prep. Actually a 10 out of 10 relic. Not literally 10 out of 10, but like probably like a 9. I'm being real. Drawing 2 extra cards on the first turn is insanely good. 2 weak to all enemies is really nice. Secret Technique not being exhausted seems really, really nice as well. Transmutation giving you upgraded cards is decent. Dual Cast and Zap become free. Purity allows you to exhaust more. I'm going to go 2 weak to all enemies first. But I don't dislike the idea of making our Secret Techniques get there as well. So what do I like here? You got to Rip and Tear. You got to hit him hard. You Rip and Tear. You Cold Snap. I think you Secret Technique and ensure that you grab Blind. And then I'm actually going to exhaust our defend, because I don't want to play skills. But it's a pretty minor change there. I don't think the zap is worth it, but I will play 1 defend. Takes us up to exactly enough block. Always strike, always cold snap. Now we have 9 block. 9. We're not going to get there. But I'm still going to try. So we're only taking 2 damage, which is really good. Normally you have no chance to outblock this guy. Well, normally I have no chance to outblock this guy. That went really well. We only lost 2 HP. Gambling chip is also extremely good. I love it. I'm going to be real with you. Static is normally the best. Blizzard doesn't really fit yet, but it could. Defrag is good. But I think static is probably still the best. From my own personal evaluations, even though we haven't been hit that much. Doubling it to channel 2 lightning, probably in the future, but maybe not immediately. So give me the upgraded secret technique. We're going to use this to draw weakness as often as we can. Healing for 25 before bosses automatically. I will give you a basic strike. Oh no. Receive a relic, become cursed. Yeah, I'll do it. I hate regret. And we might draw it right away, which would be unfortunate, but so be it. We want cold snap. We probably want zap. We want blind. I don't think we want static discharge. He's going to do 7. We need like a block, but I think cold snap will do it. So I like this already. Of course we get regret immediately. That's fine. We're going to remove it in the future. You're doing 8 damage, so we actually need a little bit more. Start with cold snap. That's 7 block. Hit you with that. I'm just going to strike you. The HP loss isn't that bad because we do have... I mean, we're going to compensate for it to some extent with Bird-Faced Urn is the idea. So, play this. That's 9 block. We don't need to play defend. Secret technique. Yeah, pull a dual cast out here. That's decent damage. Now you're at 38. I think I still want to go hard. Leaving you at 18 HP just before the split is not that bad. Well, we didn't even need to do that, actually. And we'll get blind out of this. Probably we have another regret coming up. Yeah, like immediately. This is not strong. We might as well play dual cast. The block, it's actually debatable, but like the block is not worth anything, but not taking 1 extra damage from the regret might be. All we had was a defend. Well. You're not going to die. We're going to take 7. But we're going to channel lightning. So we shouldn't be in the danger zone for too much longer. Just make sure you're dead. 7 damage. Even with the dex, we're going to take 1 here, I think. Yeah, we're going to take 1. But that is going to kill you for sure. Toolbox is gorgeous. The regen potion compensates for my own mistakes there. God, I hate this fight. Okay, Jack of all trades is necessary, probably necessary, extremely necessary. Get rid of zap. Keep everything else for now, I think. Okay, so we need Jack of all trades. Panache actually could be huge here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to play 5, but actually I think we will be. One more card will do it. Play a defend, and it'll do 10 damage to everything. Oh, thank God. We could have also played transmutation for 0. That would have been fine. This is, like, by far the best this has gone in a long, long time. Gold-plated cables. Sure. It's an extra 3 damage per turn by default, and maybe more depending on what we channel. Upgrade 2 random cards. We're going to heal before the boss fight anyway. We might as well. Dual cast defend wouldn't be my first 2 choices, but not an enormous problem. Give me static. You know, it being twice as good is going to be worth a lot on fights where we're destined to take damage. Alright, right off the bat. We don't need defense on turn 1. Even good instincts, we'd rather just throw it away for now. Everything else is golden. Alright, so we did get rid of regret. It's good timing. I don't think we want thinking ahead to be played yet, but I'm happy to have it. Okay, 30 damage on this turn. I really genuinely think there's nothing we can do about that, so I'm just going to output as much damage as possible. And then you're going to channel so much lightning, it's going to make your head spin, dude. This is a very good time for us to have upgraded Static Discharge. Plated Armor, almost gone, but so is his HP. So let's think ahead. We can dump a Defend and be fine. Yeah, well, actually, we don't even need to play this Defend. Let's play Good Instincts. We'll bring Dual Cast back and hit you with it. Might as well play the Defend, I guess. There's no reason to or not to play it. Okay. Honestly, not an ideal hand for us here, but it's pretty clear we're going to make it through the first boss fight looking just fine. As long as we're able to play one Defend per turn, he's not really a danger until he comes back around with his super attack. Even though we've got Burns in our deck. Does get a little stronger. Now he's doing 10 damage, which is not really all that bad. We have 4, we have 8, we have 9 blocks. So I mean, we're going to go over it. There's no skills in my draw pile. We don't need to play a dual cast, so I'm gonna choose to avoid it for now. And this fight, it really does a good job of like illuminating what you need in your deck to function. Like, what do we need in our deck to function? More direct damage beyond Rip and Tear and our basic strikes is what I'm looking for right off the bat. You're doing 30 damage again. I don't need to tell you, you're going to regret it, mister. So we'll do a Good Instincts, of course. A little Cold Snap. Little Zap. We're only going to take 10 damage, and you might end up murdering yourself with channeled lightning orbs. Not even close. But we only need to do 7 damage, so you're dead. Fight was good. Little light on points. Hey, upgraded powers. So generally speaking, if we're not doing a power synergy, we'd take Thunderstrike. If we're doing a power synergy, we'd take Creative AI, which is already going to be upgraded by default to be cheaper. And all of our powers that are upgraded to the deck are upgraded. So I don't see how I could not go Creative AI. Hello, Tomo. My son, why are you facing the corner like it's the Blair Witch Project? You good? He's good. Okay. Calling Bell gives us a chance with Purity, but it's a little too risky. Snack OI is too dangerous, I think, as well. We got some zero-cost cards I wouldn't want to see be expensive, so almost by default we have to do Tiny House, which I think is one of the worst relics in the game, but is somehow still better than these. Go for the Eyes is great. Aggregate is pretty good, but I think our deck is too small to really roll with it right now. So let's take Go for the Eyes. It also has the added benefit of synergizing with an All-for-One if we happen to pick one of those up. So it's a big upgrade in terms of the difficulty right now. We'll see how things go. We need a block. Cold Snap won't do it. So we'll get rid of a Defend. We'll get rid of Purity. We should keep Purity in hand just in case, because we might draw... Regret. Why not? We got super lucky that that's how that works. So Purity into Regret. We need to play a Defend no matter what. I got rid of all my Defends. I am an actual fool. We have to play Creative AI. That's the whole reason for the existence here. We'll dual cast you, just to hit you. I'll Cold Snap so I take less damage, but I'm aware of my own idiocy. Trust me. We only took 1 damage. A power will take care of that, but... So Storm is like the perfect card for us to play here. Good Instincts. 8. Takes us to 13 block. No real reason to hit you. I will exhaust our strikes. Thanks for asking. See if we can get better things. 13 damage. There's no skills in my draw pile. That's terrible news. A defend means we take no damage, but it doesn't get the second creative AI out there. So be it. It's going to be a little bit of a slog for a bit here. 8 damage coming out. Love go for the eyes. Good instincts. I'd rather play... well, are we taking damage? We are taking damage right now. So I'd rather play a defend and then hello world. No, we were... I thought that was 12 for some reason instead of 8. We might have been fine. So every time we play a power, we channel some lightning. Why do I like that? Let me see for a second. Secret technique, what do you got for me? Blindness. Give me a defend. Every time we play a power, we'll now channel 2 lightning. So I think we play turbo, then static discharge, and now our block is coming like automatically here. 9. 1 defend will still not do it, but a cold snap plus a defend might. 2, that's 11, then a defend and a zap on top of it. Okay, so now we got enough chips stacked in our favor that this guy stands no chance, which is really good for us because normally this guy's kind of a jerk, just to be honest with you. So we have 13 block, more than enough. We'll smack you pretty good. That's just pure damage. It doesn't do anything to your armor. That does, though. And you know what? I think I'd rather strike you, because that'll definitely kill you. Starting combat with 1 extra dex, nothing wrong with it. I don't like this. The 5 apparition, I understand it. Sort of. Don't really like it. Well, we want to be able to hit as much as possible. So I think we'll hold Purity. The good news is we can always Gambler's Brew to try to get Regret in order to handle Purity better. So I think we'll do like something a little bit controversial. Draw 3. I'm very okay with this for now. What's the next step? Well, we want to play Good Instincts. That takes us to 10 block, which means we're taking no damage. We'll think ahead. Dump our defend. I think we like creative AI, but as we saw last time, it is a little slow. Let's try a dual cast real quick. Okay, I don't dislike it. This guy's already... Oh, lightning doesn't count as a hit. Okay, so if we're not going to play creative AI, so be it. We'll strike to knock this guy out. Zap. No Purity necessary. And we can always Gambler's Brew. Instead of Gambler's Brewing to try to Purity our Regret, when we draw Regret, which I was just going to say is about to happen, we might as well just Gambler's Brew it. We know we're going to play static. 10 damage coming out, so 1 block's enough. Oh, actually more than 10, but still. Just weaken. Gorgeous. 2 damage coming out. It's not quite as menacing. It's going to be a real slog for us here. But I have faith that we'll get there in time. 9 damage, so we're already more than good. I guess we play... you know what? I'm going to get a little risky. I'm going to play Transmutation for 2. Don't draw Regret. Thank you. The idea being we were likely to draw some 0-cost cards, and we were lucky to get some 0-cost cards that did damage. So let's try to knock this guy out real quick. Alright, 1 damage and he's dead. We handled this fight different than usual, but still good. The boot, whenever you would deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5. And a steroid potion. Toxic Egg is extremely good. So is Jack of all trades. But, you know, strike while the iron's hot. I took Toxic Egg. Upgraded skills are worth quite a lot. I feel like we're doing really well, honestly. I feel like we are doing really well right now. I don't want to see Magnetism right now. Anything that costs 0 is an easy option for us to keep alive. You're doing so much damage on turn 1. But we'll see how that looks. Hate ya. Well, no. Secret technique. You take Purity. Purity. Get rid of Regret. Maybe other things as well. But, okay, so what do? Blind. 15 damage. Go for the eyes. Which did more damage now. Good instincts. Okay, now we got 19. We can afford to play our power. It's good for us. You know, it's going to be a slog here. We're in it for the long haul. Another 15 damage coming out on this turn. Well, 15 damage, huh? we can get to 13 block. I think I'm just going to take the block potion. We don't need to, but I'd like to be really well equipped in order to take out the elite fight that's upcoming. Well, you make me frail and then you don't hit me. It sends real mixed messages, just being honest. Fair, split the damage. Obviously, I would have preferred if it all went to the Centurion, but can't complain. They're about half dead. Good instincts for free. Gotta love it. We could use some block, and luckily we have some, but Heat Sinks is synergizing with itself already. We'll defend. We're at 12 block. That's exactly enough. I think I'd rather zap, because we have increased focus, so it's worth more than a strike pretty quickly. If they heal, we get ahead of them. If they attack, we whittle them down. It's just the way it goes. So they got real problems. Ah, it was bias cognition, so it's not, like, guaranteed health up. Or focus up, I should say. Let's use Secret Technique real quick. Because I wanted good instincts, believe it or not. Now I'm realizing it's not quite enough. That's okay. Now we got 20 block. That's a little bit more than enough. Buffer is pretty good, but if we don't need to play it, why bother? Actually get Transmutation out there. Sadistic Nature. Ooh, I wish I didn't do that because we had Sadistic Nature out there. It's pretty good for us. We debuff these enemies a lot. We're almost running out of focus, though. Well, it's not necessarily a bad time for us to use the steroid potion. I just don't think we should need to. Our dex is going up as time goes on. You know, okay, you're dealing 17 damage. You already have 11 plus 1 on the field. Alright, so that's enough. Attacks are starting to be worth way, way more than orbs. But it's slow. It's a real slow one. I pretty much took that for Sadistic Nature. Defend is worth enough. But then we can't play literally anything else. Still. My God. Is there ever a point where these guys just leave? It's like the longest fight I've ever had. Okay, gain focus. It also helps you draw a card. There you go. Now you get that. It does extra. I guess it doesn't count as a debuff. My mistake. But we get extra dex. He's closing in on death. 6 HP. Don't need a whole heck of a lot to get over him. 17 damage coming out. You strike him. Good instincts. What do we got? We need to block. I hate it, but we do need to block. This turn, the Centurion has to go. He's finally gone. Storm is what we've been waiting for about 100 years. Just get it out of there. I don't need it. Now we can channel enough lightning to kill this guy, but it's very, very, very slow. Also, when it gets evoked, it only does 3 damage, which is not what I'm looking for. Let me kill you on this turn. Okay, you may not let me kill you on this turn, but with Echo Form, you're definitely only 7 or 8 turns away from death, depending on how we handle things. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. Fantastic. You know what we're going to do? We're going to Echo Form into creative AI and just create a situation that's like completely untenable for the enemy. Please, Lord. Alright, he's back to full HP. That's no problem, honestly. What we're going to do, bias cognition. Get our focus back to default. All of a sudden, we're cooking with gas. They're so close. I don't know why the orb at the back has 0, but, you know, let's not worry about it too much. They're actually finally going to die. Oh my lord, that was horrible. On the bright side, didn't lose any HP. 2 week? It does do 2 week, which is just amazing. Yeah. I mean, we very rarely add cards into the deck, so getting these upgrades is nice. We'll have an opportunity here. Alright, so this guy we might want to set up against. 12 damage right off the bat. I'd like to get a Frost Orb out there. Well, we definitely want to do this. 5 energy, don't forget about that. Skills that are remaining. Really just dual cast, purity, etc., etc. I think I want to take no damage. You're only doing 8. So a Frost Orb doesn't quite take us there. So I'm going to wait on it. I'm actually going to play a Defend. I'm going to play Static just to get it out there. I am going to play Rip and Tear. Then Transmutation is surprisingly valuable. Having an Apotheosis in the deck is good for us. So we want to draw like Purity and Regret on this turn, which is exactly what happened. Go for the Eyes will weaken you. You're still dealing 12 damage. We're going to take 1. But that's okay because we'll channel 2 Lightning. So far, so okay. Good Instincts. That's 9. Put Creative AI in on top of it. We're back to full HP. Honestly, this is worth 8 damage almost immediately because we're... Let's take some more damage. 16 damage coming out. We'll hit you. I love it. I like playing Machine Learning. 16. So 9 comes out there. 12 block. There you go. Right now we have no incentive to kill this guy much faster than we're doing already. Except for the fact that he's obviously getting stronger and stronger as turns go on. Apotheosis, I'm sorry. It's just, I don't think I can afford to play you just yet. Oh, we definitely should have dual casted. Yeah. Somewhat minor. 15 damage. That's nothing. We already have 4 block, which is not a whole heck of a lot, but you get this out here. See, kind of the idea right now, from my perspective, is like, why would we kill him just yet? Okay, never mind. Tori, that's good. Ancient Potion. Aggregate, Seek, or Chill. We definitely want Seek. No coin for you. Blue Candle. Really nice. Now we don't have to rely on Purity in order to get rid of Regret. We probably should have taken it out at our last shop now that I think about it. I've been forgetting about that quite a lot. Are we going to need Defends? You're probably going to be doing 12 damage. 1 Defend plus would do. Let's keep a Defend and a good Instinct. Dump this. Dump this. Dump this. Okay. No regrets. What do you play? Blind, good Instincts. He's still doing 15, I should say. 16. All right. Let's play Creative AI. It gives us a leg up. I don't think we're seeking anything in particular. No regret. You're not doing much of anything on this turn. Not necessarily a bad turn for Echo Form, even though he is going to give us, like, a monstrous debuff. What would you play here? Double dual cast is not good. Double defend might not seem that strong. And in fact really isn't that strong. But actually ensures we take no damage. We got both of our powers out there anyway, healed up to full. There's some strength in this run. Without a doubt. Double weakness was highly irrelevant. We would really like to block on this turn. But it doesn't seem like that's too likely to happen. Well, we are blocking, but not for nearly as much as I'd like. Tori is doing some great work for us, though. I didn't even consider that. It'd be nice to play 2 powers and then just kill him on this turn. 1 power twice, roughly the same. I'll learn to live with that. We're like Mr. Magooing our way into a decent run. And we got Shuriken, which I like. I do. What would you upgrade next? I like making Zap free. We're really running out of upgrade targets, if I'm being honest, though. I'm lucky that the relics are carrying the run to a huge degree right now. Definitely dump that. Can I hit you 3 times? That's a 1. That's a 2. I'd like to play Creative AI. Let's get rid of, like, both defends. Yeah, okay. So, we'll hit ya. We'll hit ya. We'll play creative. We'll play static. We'll hit you again. We'll dual cast. Totally fine. Yeah, I'm ready to go. We're going to be debuffed to all heck here, but... Okay, first off, 13 damage. This gives us enough, but I really... Okay, you're dead if we do that. Then we do this, we do that. Okay, what comes next? Power? Yeah, just kidding. Got an even better power, Panache, which is highly unlikely to do much for us. You're not doing anything special. I love it. We're going to make you weak. Going to play a Storm. Going to Purify, a little trash. Hit you with that. We're going to have a lot of nasty cards in our deck. We're going to have a lot of dazes, so get ready for that. Machine Learning, though, important. Good Instincts, why not? Secret Technique, there's no skills in my draw pile. We're still slowly winning, but winning nonetheless. 12 damage. We only need to put out a single block to do something about that. Or, how do you like this one? Channel a single block, which still isn't quite going to do it, and now I'm upset. We're taking 2 damage, but if we play 1 power, we're over that, so... Actually, we're taking 1 damage because of Tori. I always forget. Yeah, single power does it. Zap does quite a number on you. Secret Technique, dual cast will kill you. And all of a sudden, we're not looking so bad. Why do I hear a cat outside? Hello. You trying to sniff my shoes? Ignore that. It's my chair. Unfortunately, its most ergonomic height also makes quite a nasty fart sound. We don't need the defend. We don't need purity turn 1. So here's what we're going to do. Get that out of here. Play this. Don't want to see it. Get rid of this. We're going to seek blindness. And also, maybe creative AI. Why not? Why would we seek blindness? Purge this. Make you vulnerable. Creative AI. Static discharge. So it's a slow start, but making this guy vulnerable makes him plausible to kill on the next turn. 18 damage coming out. We got to start with a, well, good instincts for sure, but a rip and tear in all likelihood. Hit the wrong enemy every time. We seek a dual cast. I can live with that. And 18 damage. Okay, let's turn that into 0. I'm going to hit you for 9. Even though defrag is a really strong choice here. Being frail is horrendous right now. Alright, go ahead. We're lucky. We took 7, unfortunately, because of the way that... like, we didn't have it set up properly for Tori, which I accept. 10 damage coming out. It's gonna sound ridiculous. I actually feel like... we could have gotten a lot of savings off that, but I feel like by playing Creative AI, we can get way more than 7 HP back. So we're at 9, 13. That's not really good enough. But we are healing off of it. We're just healing substantially slower than I'm taking damage. Yeah, that didn't work out in the end. Life goes on. Essence of Steel, I think it's better than our... Probably our Artifact Potion. Should have gotten rid of that instead. Remove all curses from the deck. Why not? And then we'll upgrade because we rest by default. Let's upgrade Transmutation. We have been using it basically more than we've ever used it before in our entire lives. Alright, let's crush this guy. I want to see it. Creative AI on turn 1 is pretty important. Defend isn't. Purity isn't. Dual cast is free damage, but yeah, let's keep it in there. We have 5 energy, so we need more gas right now. Did we get it? Maybe, maybe not. Think ahead. Dump the strike. Have to play. We already played it. Okay. Play static. Might as well go for the eyes. I'd like to get all his debuffs off. He's not attacking, so it's not going to make him weak. That's right. Seek out a card. You know what? Give me Transmutation. And another 0-cost card. Purchase some debuffs. 2 magnetisms added to the deck. I'll enjoy them when they show up. For now, they're not doing too much. As much as I would like to not do it. 5 block, 5 block. Okay, if we drink this, take Good Instincts, that's 14 block. We can play Echo Form, and now all of our first moves are doubled. Losing Rip and Tear, and a single Defend. I mean, that should show you what this deck's got to offer in terms of cards we haven't played yet. They're already, they've already been played. Double Weakness to all enemies was not necessary. That was overkill. Single Defend almost has to be played, although I think if we Secret Technique a Good Instincts, that'll do it as well. 14 block versus 12 attack. We want to play Heat Sinks. We want to play Magnetism. And we'll play a basic Strike. The buffs are happening. I know we got to be a little bit faster than this. I'm playing overly cautious because I want to get the perfect, but there's no guarantee that'll happen. So, well, whatever we play is played twice. 2 bias cognitions is not necessarily terrible. Puts out a lot of damage quickly. Synergizes nicely with Heat Sinks. Obviously, Zap goes out. Blind. Put it on the wrong enemy. I thought it was a fully upgraded blind. That's on me, though. What do we do now? It's 14. It's 26 damage coming out. I feel like there's not too many ways through this. There's no ways through. Oh, we got 28 block. I didn't run the numbers because I was so set that we were so certain we were destroyed. Now, we are losing 2 focus per turn, so to get as much out there as quickly as possible would be nice. Storm being played twice is great because it triggers itself. Also, of course, Heat Sinks. Then Magnetism. Okay, then you would dual cast. And you got some good stuff going. Then you can, you know, apply some extra weakness to this guy because he sucks. Master of Strategy. Go for the eyes as a kill. Rip and Tear is returned to my hand. You would blind all enemies. Maybe Secret Technique a Zap. Strike while the iron's hot. Rip and Tear did some good work. Alright, I'm starting to believe. It's looking like we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, this is terrible, except for the fact that Buffer exists. So you definitely buffer twice. It's impossible for you to take damage on this turn. If we could block through what this guy's trying to do to us, that'd be even better, but no promises there. The fact remains, we don't need to block through what he's going to do. If we can for 0, I'm very for it. We have to get to 38, though, which is basically impossible. But again, we're going to have 2 buffers available, so that's extremely great news. So the first buffer is gone. He takes a turn off. More buffers is obviously potentially good, but kind of like the idea of hitting him as hard as possible while we got the time here. Shuriken's working for us. We'll strike him, hit him with a dual cast. Secret Technique. Yeah, just Secret Technique a Zap. Again, while your focus is high, like, why not, right? 18 damage. So Buffer will protect us due to our plated armor. What would we like to play twice? Sadly, a double-played Strike is probably the best. Double-played Defrag is actually better for the evoking and also the card draw. Yeah, now we only need to do 14 damage. And there we go. That was a perfect boss fight. A slow boss fight, but a perfect boss fight. Strike and Cold Snap get upgraded. Bias Cognition is really good. Deal 11 damage, gain an artifact, exhaust. What great art, by the way. That's fantastic. I think I'm fine with Bias, though. And I think we'll go Cursed Key. The extra energy is going to be really useful for getting our powers out there. Particularly the more expensive and ergo better ones. Sorry, I'm on top of my headphone cord here. I feel really good about this daily so far. I also have no idea how somebody beat it in 21 minutes. That seems implausible to me. Are we going to need it? We might need it. So let's do this. Everything else is okay. Obviously, we want to play this. A single defend takes us there. What do you play next? Creative's pretty good. Bias Cognition is better later, I think. Transmutation was another decent opportunity. 9 damage. So a single block, which we're lucky... Well, yeah, a single block, which we're lucky enough to have. And then just play every other card in your hand. I feel really good about our chances. Although, against the Time Lord, you really want to try to kill him quickly whenever possible. Heat Sinks is pretty good. And we would seek out, well, there were only 2 cards in our pile, I guess. We don't quite have enough blocks. We got to throw that out there. Like, again, there's no cards in here. We still don't quite have enough blocks, so I think I might transmute. Yeah, okay. Now that we can do that, I'll use a Purity on the burn. Can also Secret Technique a Good Instincts, which, again, may not be necessary now, but I figured in the interest of safety, now that we had lost the burn, it might not be necessary, is what I mean. And we got you. Smart fight. Starting with 1 strength is good. We very rarely... No, thank you. We very rarely have the opportunity to use Shuriken to its finest potential. We are going to need... No, we only need Cold Snap. So dump those. See what you get. We don't even need Cold Snap necessarily anymore. So let's play Magnetism. Zap for certain. Rip and Tear. I think we got pretty lucky that worked for us, but I'm not going to complain. And Secret Technique into a dual cast. Beautiful. Might as well. Why not put a Cold Snap out there now? Now. I think we should seek a 2-cost card. Then Enlightenment makes it cost 1. And then you just play the rest of your hand. We have enough block. More than enough block, really. Next turn is where the real danger arises. Yeah, as you can see. So you need to be... Well, I didn't just kill you easily. Okay, so you get hit with that. You get hit with this. Thinking ahead. Enlightenment is no good, but there's no reason not to... Well, we're probably not going to play Capacitor, to be honest. 16, we have 25 damage coming in. That's 20. Really, this is 26 now. So that's good. I'll hit you for 10. And you might just die. Yeah, okay. Out of these... I like Flash of Steel first to see what we get. I can get down with Storm. Rip and Tear is good. Double evoking an orb when we have a good opportunity for it is sensible. Capacitor does channel some lightning for us. And there you go. We should have you next turn. I have no attacks. Yeah, don't get rid of the burn. What's the point? I have no attacks. I still have no attacks. You're still, like, basically dead. But not having any attacks is an extreme bummer. I'm unhappy to see it. You get out of here. Get struck. I'm going to hit you. Deep breath. I'm going to blind you. Give you a hello world. Might as well recursion. Dude, I can't... Oh, good lord. I got him. To kill enemies a little faster would be nice, but we're also very, very safe. So we need a single defend. This'll work. Vulnerable? You have to play creative for the future. You have to play your defend. Kind of a bad start. But you have to play creative. It has to get out there. Now the attacks are going to start to get real. Too weak to all enemies is nice. Weaken this guy. And then the rest of the cards, unfortunately, play themselves. Killed one. 18 damage is coming in. We're obviously not going to block much. Not as much as we would like, anyway. Okay. Well, Purity, we're going to use to dump a Daze, even though it was probably going to disappear anyway, and this is a waste of our time. Let's dual cast. Sure, not what I wanted at all, but we'll Storm, Static Discharge. Zap, start channeling here. Seek into probably a Biased Cognition. This is going to start channeling orbs. There we go. Go for the eyes. We have, then we'd like some block. Alright. This guy's done. This is a much better fight, actually. He still hit us. You didn't do the math properly. I don't want to immediately travel to the boss. I sort of do, but I don't. Depending on who's asking. This is the tightest deck we've run in a long, long time. Mostly, again, because it's you get relics every fight here. Again, you almost never need Purity right off the bat. We need a defend. We might not need a defend, but we should keep a defend. I quite like where we're at right here. Sure. So creative, dramatic, strike, rip and tear does what it does. Obviously, we should have used rip and tear later, once we'd already upgraded our strength, but this deck is about squeezing them to death slowly. You need to take damage. Electrodynamics is very important. Normally, we haven't been getting that card. Let's see, 16, 21, 12. Okay, let's try this. Ooh, enemy loses 15 strength. Might as well take the most damage off the field. So we're not taking any, which is amazing. And then lightning plus the gold-plated cables means they're taking 6 damage a turn, which is insanely great. Biased. Biased. Now we gotta put some more orbs out there. That's 24 damage. Cold Snap is... well, we shouldn't have used it on him, probably. That's just insane. And now, you're not dead. No, you're dead, because it gets triggered twice. That's right. Emotion Chip. I'll fight. Emotion Chip I don't expect to be that necessary, but not necessarily a bad choice either. Any number of cards to replace. We don't need defend. So you're gonna play Go for the Eyes. That was on. You probably should have played it on him regardless. Good. So you play Panache first, of course, every time. And by you play Panache first, I mean you're supposed to play Panache first, but I don't follow my own rules most of the time. Give me a Seek on some zero-cost stuff. Panache is going to be a huge help in killing this guy if we can get it to work for us. This turn's going to suck. Yeah. No. We didn't take any damage. I am a god. Thank you, Bias Cognition. This is a weird one. Do we have... I was just going to say, I don't know if we even have any skills. So a defend would be good. Now we got enough block. Let's play Transmutation. I thought that might trigger Panache. Okay, well, we've only got to hit him a little. This might kill him, right? It's gonna take it. It's gonna kill him. Okay, that wasn't bad. Mango's good. Steroid Potion. Very happy to have Storm. We do have a semi-power focused deck. Thankfully, we even have a shop coming up in the future here. Turn 1. Do we need to defend? Yes. We don't necessarily need 2 because we can use Seek and Secret Technique and we have the weakness anyway. So we're gonna Storm, Seek, Static, and Biased because they're cheap, honestly. Blind all enemies, 12 damage, single defend, Secret Technique, dual cast, thinking ahead. I was really hoping one of them would be Zap. It's a start. 27 damage, actually. But easy kills. Hopefully. Maybe not. Not easy kills. Oh my god, we made it. Now he attacks this turn. Okay, yeah. This guy would be nice if he went. $16. Secret technique. We might as well take the highest value one. He's dead next turn. Probably. Definitely now. Okay, so don't let yourself take damage from that, but... Anchor also gives us a really nice kind of starting point here. I really don't know what you upgrade at this point. This should be the last difficult fight before the Time Lord. So do we need to defend? Yes. Do we need 2? Probably get away with defend and good instincts. Especially after we apply weakness. You're definitely playing Storm. You're definitely playing Static. 14. So we're already good enough. You play Secret Technique into a Seek. Use Seek. Grab powers. Creative's got to be played. Biased is probably going to be fast enough to be useful here. Start channeling. We're in a real nice spot now. I love when you get the cheap powers. Hello World. A little Secret Technique. Give me a zap out of that. It's 12 free damage. A little extra block. We are going to take a hit. And it's going to be 7. Okay, so Pain has to be played. We want to play as many powers as possible, of which we only have 1. Yeah, well, Transmute, maybe you'll get a bandage. Hey, dude, who's the genius? Mummified Hand is now just incredible. Hologram, both Hologram and Seek are great. We probably should have gone for Seek, but they're, you know, two sides of the same coin. Yeah, give me extra focus. What do we have now? 134? Take another Hello World. Yeah. I think we're very well equipped. I hate this guy. 40 damage turn 1, right. Okay. I think I'm going to stick with this. We're going to play Blind. 24 damage. It's a good start. Storm. Hello World. Oh, hello world. He's doing no damage, so you like dramatic. Nothing else matters. You're really just supposed to seek for powers, I think. Why do I say nothing else matters? Well, like, you just have to wait 5 turns for him to die, right? Unless you're gonna kill him, which seems unlikely. Smack him, he's doing 30 damage. It's not a little bit, it's quite a lot. Probably should have gone for a transmutation there. Again, I can't get it through my head that we're not supposed to attack him. 16 damage, doesn't matter. We're just riding this guy out. And you're feel free to take that out of context if you so desire, that's up to you. I can't stop you. Alright, we need to hit you. Still need to hit you. 30 damage. Play a defend. Might take some pretty nasty damage on this turn. I gotta hit you. Hit you for 16, you go down to 11 damage. Now I'm not nearly as worried. Oh, the lightning hits you too. Okay, you're absolutely destroyed. 46 damage. No joke. That's to be sure. Alright, maybe it's a little bit of a joke, because you're not really doing much of anything right now. Minus 97 strength on that turn. Alright, if we live through this turn, you're set. Heat Sinks comes out. Hit you with that. Might as well put these out there. Hit you with that. Little hologram. Doesn't really matter what you grab. I'm going to grab a Sweeping Beam for like combo potential. Sure. He's done. Please just fade away. Hide the scars that fade away the shakeup. Quick Smith. FTL. Why not? Again, there's nothing better to upgrade. This has been a nice hour-long run. And I'm ready to go. We want the strength right off the bat. Well, maybe not right off the bat. We don't need defense. Still like this, though. Everything else, pretty okay. Secret technique allows us to get whatever we want, so. Storm. Hello, world. Static discharge. What comes next? Zap. Cold snap. What comes next? Secret technique. You're going to grab a Seek. You're going to use Seek to grab Creative AI, but probably not Bias Cognition. You're going to play Creative AI, and then we're going to use Transmutation to grab whatever we can. Alright, we only get to play one card next turn. We definitely should have played Purity right there just to roll over the turn. That's probably going to cost us our Perfect. No probably about it. I think it's literally going to cost us our Perfect. Yeah, that was incredibly dumb. I don't want to see Purity again quickly, so let's just deposit that back there. Yeah, that was pretty stupid. So be it, though. Let's drink this Artifact Potion, get that out there. What do you want to see? Buffer's pretty nice. Not immediately useful, but for the future for sure. I think we like a good Instincts. I think we like a Bias Cognition enough to pop it. Six cards left. He's going to go for the heal next turn. So next turn, we'd love to get him to use his strength. Which means we'd like to play 4 cards. Doesn't seem that tough. Might as well make this cheaper. Alright, we pretty much got him right where we want him, I think. We will play Echo Form. I just think that's good value right now. Make him vulnerable. Rip and Tear. Dual Cast. Steam Barrier. Defend. Gonna take some hits. Once you take a hit, I don't really mind taking any more. And I think there's a chance he might be dead this turn, depending on what we draw. Rip and Tear? Don't need Rip and Tear. This will do it. Dude, easy run. Fun run. I had a good time. I hope you did as well. If you did, click the like button. Score of 901. It was like mid-front page, which is not a good sign. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I had a great time on today's run. We piloted to victory eventually. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.